is Lynna, and you are watching Lynna's Life. Yep, again, here in Manson, Washington. And I've already got people that were waiting to get on and be on to comment. So Ellen's here. You're 6 minutes late, Lynna. LOL. Mindful Moose. Hi, Mindful Moose in Montana. Hi, Lynna in background. Have a good day, all. Yeah, I just wanted to come on, today, and I've had a lot of time I finally got a good night's rest. That's one of the big perks. That's one of the big great things that I really love to be able to have is like rest, right? To be able to sleep. So I've got my puppy here. We've been doing better today. He's in his little crate. Yeah, there he is. You see him? He's hanging out. He's not locked in. He's right here. Yeah, he's licking my finger. So, he's a sweetheart, really is. I love him. But yeah, I just wanted to, share and kind of let you guys know where I'm at with everything, like what I want to do with my life and my future plans and, some of the goals that I have. And I just, oh wait, I'm going to give him some popcorn. He likes popcorn. He likes anything, actually. Anything that he can eat, he likes. So I'm still drinking my morning cup of joe. What is it, still noon time-ish? Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, it's a little later. Are you having a hard time with the popcorn? I think he's having a hard time with popcorn. So anyway, it's been a bit toxic lately. It's really been a bit toxic with what's taken place over the last, I guess, several months, really, to be honest with you. But I kind of realized something that I needed to do. And that involved me removing my videos that I did that were critical of my ex. Believe it or not, there were moments that I guess were good in the relationship, and I want to choose to remember those moments instead of the moments of, yeah. Oh, let me show you my bracelet. Remember I told you I bought it? But it's so unique. Look, just comes off like that. Right. So now it's, oops. So now it's a necklace. Ta-da! Now it's a necklace. Isn't that neat? Or I can shorten it. Let's see. Ta-da! Yeah, that's really cool. It's also an ankle bracelet, right? I guess it could be. But you just kind of link it up around itself. And it's a bracelet. Cool. So it's the little things that kind of excite me in life. I don't know what the things are about me. But anyway, I just know that there are things that have been said. And, there's so many things that have been negative. There are so many things that have been hurtful and so many things that cause, pain. And it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's me or whether it's my ex, it's regardless of what it is what it is, right? So I just think that there's nothing, I'm never going to remedy anything from it. The more I speak negatively, the more fuel I put into the fire. and the more reactive my ex will get. And that's one of the things that I have come to realize is that no matter what I do, it's going to be taken however my ex wants to take it, you know, and they will do whatever they feel like doing with that information. So um, I initially pulled all those videos down. They're back up again, but I pulled down a bunch of posts on my Facebook page, bunch of screenshots and frustration that I made when my ex was attacking me and stuff and saying things about me. Well, if you don't know, it's my ex's birthday today. Yeah, they turned 55, right? So I was going to share a video that I put together that showed, let me see if I can find it. It's from back in 2016, was it? 20. The whole shooting over at Pulse in Orlando had happened, and we were very moved by it, and watched reports on it and stuff like that. And my ex's mom decided, I guess she was my mother-in-law at the time, crazy. But we decided that we were going to well, no, not we. She decided, she reached out to my ex's sister and they wanted to do like a surprise birthday party for my ex. And they asked me to put together a video. Yeah, they asked me to put together a video. So I did. I put together a video for my ex for the birthday party. And here is the video. Let me share it with you guys. I don't know if I could play. Okay, here it is. All right. And without further ado, introducing, oops, gotta share the screen. Share the screen, tab. I'm gonna close other tabs that I had opened so I don't use so many resources on my computer. Google Photos and share. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. You guys ready? And for your viewing pleasure, with some cool Well, there was it. That was the video I did for her way back in 2016. Um, it was a special request from um, her sister, and I tell you, when it first started, the video, everybody was cheering. Everybody was like, "Oh, how cute! There's little Maritza." You know, they were all happy and everything. And about the time, you know, the song, eh, you know, that song started playing. That's when they started bodybuilding and they started to transition and all that. And you could hear a literal pin drop inside that home on the screen. It was like, oh my gosh, they were not too keen on Maritza transitioning. And you could tell, you could tell, you could tell. And I felt, I don't know, I felt weird because I put that in there, but it was not widely received, you know. It was really, it was tough to, I mean, just, it was tough to see, you know, that, you know, they wanted their maritza, you know. So it was really an interesting time. And I'm sure that you guys can tell that we loved each other. I mean, we can be feuding now and fighting and, you know, wanting to get, you know, at each other and stuff like that. But there was real love there. There really was. And I was just, you know, some of those pictures of him, it just, he looks so good. I mean, seriously. I mean, he was just that good looking as the man that I married, you know. But that was then. This is now. Things are much different. You know, they're not the same. And I just, you know, feel like the ugliness, the bitterness, and the anger, and all that. Shadow's ready for more popcorn. Here you go, Shadow. Here you go. Here you go. And he's back in it. He's back in his little kennel thing. You know, so I just, you know, I don't want to go there with my life anymore. I don't want to entertain negativity on my channel. I don't want to, you know, point out all the negative, bad things that took place and everything during that relationship, because there were, regardless of what maybe the intent was, I don't, and that's still something that I'm still trying to, you know, put together in my own brain. There was sincere love, you know, there was, and I just, you know, I miss the person that I used to be in love with, you know, I mean, quite honestly. However you want to look at it, you know, I remember Christians saying, "Oh, you guys are fine because, you know, I mean, in God's eyes, you know, you're one of each, so you're good, you know." And I don't believe in any of that, you know, stuff about, you know, homosexuality being wrong, and, you know, two women loving each other, two men loving each other, or a man and a woman loving each other, for that matter. But yeah, it's one of those things where I just want to put it behind me. I just want to put the pain that we both caused each other behind me. And, you know, I just personally, I don't agree with what they're doing. And not on a personal level. This is more so on like an overall, hold on, I need to fix my lighting again. Hold on. um, on a personal level, I just want to be able to let people know that, things are going on over there that are causing distress for LGBTQ people and their families. So, when I have and continue to keep the petition up there to get, the radio show off, it's not personally. There's no animosity regarding, my ex and everything, but I just don't agree. I don't agree. So yeah, Phoenix says it right. The hate needs to stop, and it looks ugly. Do you think this action is godly? I do not. So I wish her well. I step out. It makes me physically sick, and it takes me down. And that's, that's how I feel. I mean, regardless of what everyone else thinks and stuff, emotions are hard, like Ashbringer says. And it's just difficult, And Mindful Moose says we all have memories, some good, some bad. Remember the good, but put away the bad. And, although all of those shows for Gypsy Blue Nomads are gone, they've been put into like a do not watch list, I mean, they privatized all of them and stuff. But we had a good time. There were some good moments. And, maybe I could share a few of those moments with you. We had our disagreements and everything. And there were some tough things that we went through throughout our relationship. But I can't ever say that there wasn't love there, because there was love. It was, we would go to this place, and it was a gay bar, and Mark was always being like sized up by guys and stuff. I mean, it was like hard to keep them off of us and stuff, as far as them going after him and whatnot. And because he was so good looking, as a guy. But, it was just one of those things where there were moments that we, as a couple, really enjoyed each other. I mean, happily going to like on a, out to, to the Keys and vacationing and traveling. And, I mean, we were, we were like drinking over there in Key West. I mean, we were so excited. It was fun. We had fun times. And I think what happened was whenever we would throw away the whole like gender thing, and we would just like be friends and enjoy ourselves, and he would just be comfortable as being who he was, and I was comfortable as who I was and stuff. Everything was cool, everything. We would have a great time. We would lots of pictures. I don't think I've taken more pictures than I have with him. I've took so many selfies with Maritza, I guess. That, I mean, it's like, oh my God, so many pictures. It was like constantly taking pictures and stuff. And he was, I mean, there were moments, and we just enjoyed, you know. Stay in there, buddy. He still wants popcorn. Well, we took so many pictures on the journey. I don't know if you guys, I mean, we shared like a sunset over in Key West, and it was just beautiful, just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that sunset. It was so pretty. So pretty. I mean, so many wonderful times and stuff like that. Just, you know, it really does put things in perspective when you're able to look at things in a way that is like, you don't want any popcorn? Okay, let's zip you up. No, let's zip you up. And you can. No, you could just rest. Yeah, you could just rest. Breaking up is hard to do. Wait, Ellen says. That's really good if you can move on, because then there will be healing for you and you can get on with your new life and new adventures. And that's true, I mean, as long as I'm stuck in the past, as long as I'm stuck in, tit for tat and like going to the channel and looking up things or looking at what's going on and everything, I'm not going to be able to get past it, but I definitely, I want to just move forward and just eliminate those things that that set me back, and that make me not be able to sleep and not be able to be happy and joyful. Because, I mean, there's lots of things that I have to look forward to. I mean, there really is. I have so many blessings that are heading my way. I have, a better idea of what I want to do with my life and everything. And, those are things that I look forward to. I look forward to that. And those are things that I know the things that are attainable in my life. So I definitely want to be able to think on those things and then look back at this past 4 years without all the pain and the regret that I've had to deal with. I mean, even the bad things that come upon us in our lives are meant to teach us something. So regardless of how I feel about why things happened the way they did, I mean, it really gives me the opportunity, to make better decisions in the future and to not make mistakes, with the kind of people that I would want to associate myself with. I will take you to the ground if you move your hand past my face real fast. Fight or flight, you are down. I don't know what you mean, Phoenix. There's so many times I don't know what you mean, Phoenix. But I love you anyway. Ashbringer, LOL. Yeah. But, I mean, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. And if, I have an upcoming trip that I'm going on, and I'm going to be focused on helping a wonderful, wonderful person in my life to recover from, a medical procedure and stuff. And, it's going to be nice just to be able to, not concentrate on any of the negativity that I've had to deal with in the past week and just focus on, what's happening, focus on the things that, yeah, Phoenix is a ninja. Yeah, she probably is. She probably is a ninja. Who knows, right? So I am looking forward to, like, I think it's the 30th today. So I'm planning on leaving on the 3rd of July. My friend's surgery is on the 2nd, and she'll be in recovery. And hopefully I'll be able to see her um, on the 3rd. That's kind of my plan. And just, be there for her and help her, with whatever she needs help with. And just be an advocate for her at the hospital. Help her get along, as she recovers and stuff. And that's just something that I look forward to. One of the things that happened when I first met her was we just had an instant connection. I mean, she's a person who I just, fell in love with, really on YouTube. She's just such a sweet, sweet woman. And she was very, very encouraging me. She was very, very encouraging of me back in 2014 when I first came out, and yeah, she's just been on my heart. So all these years, right? 2014, and then here we are, 2019, and I thought maybe I'm going to be able to meet her someday. Maybe I'll be able to just be able to, sorry, I'll be able to like face to face meet her, and I was just like, Siri just spoke to me, said, okay. Did I say, hello, Siri? Hello, Siri. It's like, whatever. These things, they have a mind of their own. You wonder if they're monitoring you or something. But anyway, it was one of those things where we connected, and then we chatted like in 2015, and then I lost total connection from her. And then recently, when I broke up with my ex, she just contacted me. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay, thanks. Have you guys tried Just 15 fruit punch by Minute Maid? It's really good. And it's only 15 calories. So yeah, so I always thought maybe I'll be able to meet her. Maybe I'll be able to meet her. And it just so happened we got in contact with each other. And it just so happened that I happened to move to Washington. And it just so happens that she lives in Washington. So yeah, we were able to meet, and I spent a few nights at her home and everything, and we connected. And she's not just my Facebook or YouTube friend like Phoenix. You're not just my YouTube friend or Phoenix, my Facebook friend or anything like that. You are my friend, right? Because I met you and Mindful Moose as well. And I'm looking forward to meeting Aspringer. Justice and I are going to do videos in the next, weeks or something. We're going to do some videos together on Lynna's life. She's going to be like right here. She's going to be right. Where do you want to sit, Justice? You want to sit on my left or my right? But yeah, we're going to do videos, and we're going to be out in like a park or something. We're going to just have a great time, just getting to know each other, hanging out, going shopping. I want to get my nails tipped like you. Those pink French tips? Can you get me an appointment at your place? Because I want to do it. I want to do, like, we could be twinsies, right? So yeah, I'm like so looking forward to all the things that are coming to my life. And I'm going to give my dog more popcorn. Obviously, he's like a dog and he loves to eat. Yeah. So yeah, I am. So yeah, you said yes, Ashbringer. Nice. I want to do it. I just did like these fake press-on looking, not press-on, but they're like stickers, just to give me a little uniformity in my nails. Because when I had my surgery, I basically just kind of dogged the whole gel thing, and I scraped it off and stuff because I was like, I was wanting to be, you know, I didn't want anything to stop me from having surgery. Like, imagine you walk in and then they go, "Oh, is that nail polish on your nails?" And I was like, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to take it off." "Well, we can't give you the breasts that you want until you take that off. So we're going to have to reschedule you." And I'd be like, "Oh no, no chance," you know? So anyway, I want to be able to do that, you know, so um, to have my surgery. So I took it off, and they told me the next day, "Oh, you didn't really have to do that because our rules have changed." You know, because I was watching YouTube videos, binging on YouTube videos about breast augmentation, you know. Um, so yeah, live and learn. You don't have to take it off. You don't have to take off your nail polish anymore. If you're going to go in for surgery, at least my doctor, Dr. Kylo, who is a master boob designer. Yes. Yeah, she's the Riddler. She says, "I am your strange friend, woman of the weirding way." Oh, I think you called me the Riddler once. Yes. You can't have nails. Well, you can have nails, but in the past you were supposed to like remove anything like that was of any chemical, so that when you went through surgery there wasn't a chance for any infection and stuff like that. But apparently, you know, my doctor doesn't mind if people have their nails painted and stuff during surgery. So but I watched a ton of videos before that were saying, "Oh no, you can't, you have to take it off," you know. You have great boobs. I love my boobs. I mean, my boobs are like, I love my boobs. They're like perfect. I was looking at them in the mirror today. And this blouse, it doesn't do me any justice. I don't think. Oh, no pun intended, justice. Um, but it was amazing. You know, it's amazing to see what just, yeah. So I look forward to furthering my transition. And by furthering, I just mean getting my last surgery done. I don't plan on doing anything facially. I don't plan on doing anything else. You know, I don't plan on getting a butt implant or a hip something. I mean, I just want to be complete down there. So that's the goal. You know, that's the goal. And I'm looking at ways in which I can attain that, you know. So no, it's not. The price tag is not on my bracelet. I took it off. Oh, it is on. You're right, it is. It is on my bracelet. I didn't even think of this one. I thought of the other one. But yeah, duh me. Look at that. Duh. Oh, jeez. How embarrassing. Thank you, ESC. I'm going to get scissors right now. Hold on. Duh. 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 I'm like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I was all worried about the other one. I was all... So no, it's gone now. Thanks, ESC. Appreciate it. Yeah, so like this is my other, I showed it to you guys before, but so it was, what? Someone else? Mini Pearl. Mini Pearl. Mini Pearl. Oh yeah, from Nashville, the country bumpkin lady. Yeah. So anyway, Um, looking forward to going shopping with my friend Justice. We're going to hit some of the thrift stores, you know, hang out, gab and chat, talk, you know. That's the thing about YouTube is that people are like, gosh, you know, it costs a lot for you, you know, privacy wise, you know, for you to be on YouTube and stuff. And I was like, were you going for Jackie O? From the, oh yeah, from the, what is it called? The, Hee Haw. Yeah, Hee Haw. I used to watch Hee Haw show. The colors people wear shows their mood. Brown is feeling sorry for yourself. You wear strong colors today, plus I read faces. Huh, interesting. Well, I just put this on this morning because I bought it at the thrift store the other day, and it was like, you know, I'm just trying different styles on to see what works for me. And I feel like my shoulders are a little, make me look a little big, you know? And then this right here, I'm not really a fan. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Because it looks like it's a collar. It looks like a collar. And I don't want to look like I have a collar on, because then that, well, that intimates something else, maybe. So I am going to, I wonder if I can share some video from our journey, because that would show some of the stuff that, let's see if I could find it, and then I can, let me see, because I had plans to do something in a second here. Did you guys ever see our car, how packed it was? It was ridiculous. No, that's not a good picture. Oh, there's a good picture. I don't know how we were gonna be able, yeah, I don't like the chokers. How we're gonna be able to get our mattress going. But look at that car. It was parked in the parking lot in Fort Lauderdale. And yeah, that was a challenge. I remember those days. I mean, we were so excited to leave Fort Lauderdale at the time, and we hit the road, and we're like super glad to be on the road. Oh, here's our car. Afterwards, when we would make the bed, so let me show you guys. Hold on. So yeah, that was the mattress. Like when we shoved things up to the front, the car was like really, you know, it was really spacious. That was like a queen size bed, you know, in there. So that was working, you know, and it was, you know, not terribly comfortable, but it wasn't the worst thing. It wasn't the worst thing at all. I don't know if you guys ever saw this video that we did, but we were, let me see if I could find it. It's funny. We would park in rest areas, and one day we backed up into a rest area. You don't ever back up in a rest area because it's illegal. So we were backed up into a rest area, and like a person that was working at the rest area said, you know, you can't do that. You know, you have you can't overnight here, and you know, we were like freaking out. And he's like, well, if your car would have been going, you know, sitting, you know, forward, then it wouldn't have been a big deal. But yeah, the rest area, that was those were the days, the rest areas, right? Too much fun at the rest area. But but we were going to go hiking a lot on this journey that we were on. And we came across this, well, we came across a rattlesnake. And it was not something that I wanted to have, in my life, because I didn't know what would happen to me if that bit me. But that snake was an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. And we're walking along the trail, and all of a sudden, there it was. I mean, Mark was walking along, and we're going on this little path, and we're making our way back. It's like a loop. And then he, out of the corner of his eye, sees it. And then he backs up real quick. And I'm like, and then he like puts his arm by me to protect me from going forward. And he goes, and we looked, and it was a snake. It was a snake. It was one of the most venomous snakes in the United States, called the eastern diamondback. And I have some video of it. Let me see if I can share it. It was not fun.
All of a sudden, I don't like South Carolina anymore.
It was blocking our path.
I haven't seen a snake like that in, since I was in 6th grade.
Oh gosh, that was so freaky, you guys. It was so scary. It was scary. I mean, because here's this big snake. It must have been like 6 feet long. And I guess it had just eaten something. So it was kind of slow. But yeah, I think we talked about it here. Watch. This is just like raw footage from.
It's a nomad's life for us. I am not a fan of snakes.
Neither am I.
They were never on my, oh, come, let's pet the snake.
Well, I don't mind other ones, but rattlesnakes aren't exactly the greatest.
They don't make good pets.
No, they don't. And if you get bit, you're fucked. And usually, this is very weird because they usually aren't near the trail at this time. At night, they are, but not at this time.
Oh man, we were freaked out. I mean, it fell off of the side, like where it was. We ran back the other way, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was horrible. Looking back at those times, it's like, oh boy, crazy, crazy times. But nevertheless, good times, fun times at times. I guess we didn't really think about gender much at that time. But I was going to share with you guys some footage that I've never shared before on Gypsy Blue Nomads. And it was after we had decided to detransition. We went to a national park because we were traveling a lot, and we went to Redwoods, the Redwoods National Park, and I never ever released this footage because we had detransitioned and stuff, and I just, after we transitioned back, I didn't want anything to be seen. But I have so much footage from that time, and it was definitely something. It was something that here we are. I'm trying to remember here. This is when we were throwing away our hormones at the border in Oregon and California. And let me see if I can find it. I get so many pictures, you guys. It's ridiculous. You know, it's like I don't know where to even start. Um, you know, here's some okay. Here's some footage from. It's random, you guys. Um, that's Mount St. Helens, and it was just gorgeous. Just a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah, it was really nice. That whole experience
Gave
there.
way a little bit, didn't it? Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
So that was just a really cool experience, and that was like, you know, just we're just two humans having a great time. You know, two humans having a great time. And some of my best pictures are from that. I mean, that from that trip. I mean, pictures that, I mean, the wildflowers were out and it was just stunning. Just stunning. Let me tell you. Um, you know, here's a picture of what I'm what I'm talking about. Just gave me the opportunity to take amazing photos. You know, I mean, everywhere I looked, it was eye candy. You know, I mean, there was so. I mean, I was out of focus mountain, beautiful flowers, in focus mountain, out of focus flowers. You know, the petrified, the trees falling down. You know, I mean, it was just, you know, the trail. Trees were blown down in the direction of the volcanic eruption. You know, they've got this visitor center, just beautiful. And they still have, see, the trees are still blown down and in the direction of the way the volcano blew. That's the crater of Mount St. Helens. I zoomed in to that crater. It's just a beautiful place. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh, happy birthday. Wow. Wow. I wanted to wish you happy birthday. Yeah. I wanted to share the good things that were, you know, in our lives, you know. There are plenty of bad things that we've said to each other, but there are so many good memories that I had with you. Honestly, yeah. And Ashbringer says, "Happy birthday, Maritza." So I want to hear about Lynna's life. Go listen to Leak Project. He talks about the Anunnaki. Yeah. I haven't listened to any Leak Project lately. This is a kind of a tribute to the good days, right? The good moments, the good times that my ex and I had, Mertz and I had. You know, we laughed a lot. We did all these, you know, crazy pictures of like kissing in different places and stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, there were good moments. I mean, I gotta say there were good moments. So certain things, you know, weren't that great, but you know, other things, you know, I mean, this was us, yeah, we're kind of making out, you know. Yeah, we're making out, having a great time, you know. You know, there's footage that hasn't been seen, you know. Um, was that, I don't know. that ocean, the tide pools. It's a little jittery. Sorry, you guys. It's a little jittery. Oh, I didn't share. Okay, never mind. It was a little jittery, but here we are. We decided that we were going to detransition, and here we are.
I can't help but be amazed at the rudeness of people. You know, I mean, okay, I understand the park is closing or the visitor center is closing, but really, we were just barely looking at some of the last few little things, you know. And the
We
guy's
got
like,
kicked out of the visitor
"Excuse
center.
me, but we're closing in 5, 4, 3." It's like, God, right now. It's like, I don't know. People just have lost their ability to
Have any social skills
yeah,
whatsoever.
to be like graceful and
So, yeah, we were-
considerate. You
Of
know, and
course, we
people
were
are traveling.
complaining because they kicked us out of the visitor center, and we had just literally just gotten there, you know. But let me see. Oh, this is when we were getting rid of our hormones. This has never been seen before.
Wow, this is a big day for me. I've got hormones here that I am finally throwing away. You know, all this, what do they call it? Estradiol valerate. I'm getting rid of it because I'm basically desisting from trying to be something that I was never intended to be. And this is a huge step for me. I mean, it's not a huge step in the sense of like I want to keep doing it. It's just a huge step in the fact that even when I was transitioning back to just, you know, living as a male, I didn't want to get rid of my hormones. But today, I do. Yep, it's the same. It's a user of everything that represents that toxic part of our narcissistic life. You know, this was all just a narcissistic. I mean, it's not all a narcissistic only, but it is.
Narcissism is just a form of self-defense mechanism that we create to create another persona, to create another reality so that we don't feel the pain of the reality of the traumas from childhood.
You know? So for whatever reason, we didn't want to accept the reality that we were given. 5'4", 5'11", normal size female, average size male, you know, maybe even on the tall side. So we're just very, just feel like we're doing the right thing and for the right reasons. It's not like some, you know, repentance at the cross thing. It's just
Guilt ridden, right? It's just this journey has helped us realize what really matters, you know, and Mother Earth has helped us heal.
It's amazing. We'll talk about it more in detail when we get a chance to really sit down and kind of parse out our thoughts and our feelings about everything that's happened in the last few days. You know, it's taken, you know, steps to get to this point, but we're here now. And goodbye, old life, and old habits, and old hangups. Yeah. Wow, this is a big.
Yeah, no, I'm just sharing this information because that's where I was at the time, and extreme guilt extreme. Yeah, this was way back, Mac, in 2017. So I'm just taking a trip down memory lane. This isn't really a moment of like the present. This is where, this is kind of the journey that Mark and Maritza and I were on, and it's a part of the past. And I think that it's important to share the past as it is, the present and stuff. I attempted to do things that, that I felt like I should do for the sake of my kids, but it was definitely undoable at the end for me.
Okay. Is it on? You're resumed. Okay, hey, we're in somewhere outside of Crescent City, California. It's called Redwoods National and State Parks, and this one right here is called Jedediah Smith State Park, and we're gonna show you guys some really cool redwoods. The tallest living creatures on this planet. Going up to like 400 feet or something in height. And they're not the thickest, that's the sequoia, but they are the tallest trees. And coming out here on Highway 199, it was like, whoa, you know that you're coming into something quite special. So it's like, anybody old enough to remember Return of the Jedi? Well, that scene in it when, they're like in Ewok country and those little furry bears are running around and living in the trees. This is kind of like that area. So we'll see you guys a little bit more later.
So yeah, there were, this was in the end a very difficult thing for me. I was doing it out of for the wrong reasons. It was extremely, extremely difficult for me. But I did, and I thought that I could do the impossible. But it doesn't take away from the fact that there was love shared, and we captured many beautiful, beautiful moments. The redwoods were spectacular. I never put together a Gypsy Blue Nomads for the redwoods.
They said they don't go down but 10 to 12 feet.
So today I don't want to focus on anything negative. Yeah, I know that we have our differences and everything, but we would talk. The beautiful thing about my relationship with Maritza was that we could talk Spanglish together. We kind of grew up speaking Spanglish, which is a combination of English and Spanish. So we loved watching, TV shows like Que Pasa USA, things like that. So
we even have service here in the Redwood and 4G, incredible. I just got a call from the doctor's office, and this is how I was taken care of last week, and got the call right here in the Redwoods. Thank you, Metro.
So yeah, we just like goofing off. I mean, it was fun. The journey was a place where we could just enjoy our friendship. We could just be regular people, and not have to worry about the whole gender stuff, And I was in my element because I was able to shoot really fun video, And I had this little, stabilization device that I put on my phone, and I was able to like just share all this really cool footage with you guys. Nobody ever saw it though, because I never aired it. But the redwoods were spectacular. It was spectacular. Oh yeah. That question is asked, and honestly, I feel completely fine with my decision. I mean, I know that my decision to live my life as I am living it now and everything, that was a decision that I made as a personal one for myself. And that's something that I have a lot of peace about. And I'm not guilty. I don't feel like I made the wrong, decision at that point. I do feel that in continuing my transition, that I've done the right thing for me, and if that's not something that Maritza feels for her, I totally, I totally respect that, but, Maritza talks about, tender moments and stuff. And there weren't lips like Mark's lips, Maritza's lips, right? I mean, I just, and people are wishing Maritza happy birthday. Yeah. See, this is what life is all about, having a wonderful relationship with someone. And although we don't see eye to eye, and although we don't feel like, we are, doing what Father wants us to do, other people think, I love to skip rocks. So I felt like a little kid just picking up rocks and so yeah, I mean, there were moments, we had a great time, I don't know why it's playing. Stop. Let's see. Where did that go? Okay, stop sharing. Oh, I think I have to like close it. Oh wait, happy birthday, Maritza. And even though I don't like the person you are, mad, think you need to do something to prove it. I will put it aside for today because I'm a good tranny. Aspringer says LOL. Good tranny. Bless you, Lynna. Thank you, Sherry Sunshine. I appreciate that. I come in peace, right? I come in peace. I don't have any. Oh, I come in peace. Peace. So I just, yeah. I mean, we had wonderful moments. Wonderful, wonderful moments together. Precious and few are the moments we two can share. And if it wasn't for the fact that, we ran into this issue in our lives, I think, we could have made things work out. But I just too many obstacles, too many things to have to overcome. Oh, Ritz's birthday in 2017. We were in, I believe it was June. So let me go back to June. And we were in, where? Oh, this is cute. Look at this picture. Oh, it didn't share. Sorry. Hold on. It's kind of like, it's just goofy. It's just my sense of humor. Sorry, you guys. That's our feet, you know. We're like snug, like two bugs in a rug. And see the view? I mean, we had a beautiful view everywhere we went, pretty much. You know, we would have this amazing view of, nature. You know, we would just park and nature was there looking at us. I mean, we saw things like this. I mean, this is not a painting, you guys. This is for real. This is for real. That is a picture of, like, we just stopped somewhere in Wyoming, and all of a sudden, when, you know, it just like, there it was, this image of, oh, it was just striking, you know. Happy birthday, Em. Go to Red Robin and get your free burger. Even if it's a veggie burger, go get it, right? I'm sure. Yeah, I know. The size difference is funny. Oh, man. Hi, Lynna. Hope you're having a good Sunday. LOL. Yeah. Em has to find herself. Let's let her breathe, people. Yeah. I mean, I'm completely cool with that. You know, I don't want to fight. You know, I'm not a fighter, really not a fighter. So I just want to make today the day that I say, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it for the sake of what we had, for the sake of who we were as a couple. You know, I'm calling it because you mean too much to me. You mean too much to me. We shared too many beautiful moments, you know, too many beautiful moments. For us to be fighting like this, for us to be at each other, you know, and to be like tit for tat, it's been too long, you know. I want to wish you to go in peace and to enjoy and be whoever God made you to be and however God designed you to be. But I choose to remember the good. I choose from this day forward to remember the wonderful moments that we shared. You know, this picture to me symbolized everything. This picture to me symbolized our whole trip. This picture to me symbolized, you know, everything about everything, you know, that we shared together. And that's who Mark and Lynna were, you know, that's who Mark and Lynna were. And, you know, I can't fight, you know, I won't fight someone who I grew to love in a very, very special way. And, you know, person who taught me a lot about life, about eating healthy, about living and doing and being. You know, there's just too many wonderful moments for me to make it all about an offense, you know. Um, you know, so regardless of what, you know, took place recently, what I've said, you know, I want to remember the happy times, you know, the moments like, you know.
Try as we may, just can't seem to get Yellowstone in the picture. The weather,
Too windy and cold still.
We're eating in our car.
I mean, I don't know how far away Yellowstone is from here. If it's any better than what Cody was.
I hope it's better, but right now, it's kind of miserable.
I mean, cold is one thing, but windy and cold and gusts. I mean, this was like a disaster trying to make this breakfast.
It was so cold.
We
And
tried to
windy.
make breakfast outside in this camp, this picnic area, and it just, stuff got knocked off the table. Some of that glass, some of our vitamins.
We had some
stuff
crazy-
Like that. So come, it's almost broke.
I mean, some crazy moments, you know. I mean, there were, I mean, all these beautiful moments, these beautiful pictures. We did make it to Yellowstone. I mean, look at the image I was able to capture. Isn't that just amazing? I mean, that stuff just doesn't take place in Fort Lauderdale. You know, you just don't see pictures like that. You know, those aren't things that, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was so awesome. And the memories they'll always forever be, you know. This is the Tetons. We shot pictures like crazy. Maritza became a great, amazing photographer. I mean, she was taking pictures that, you know, I mean, he at the time, but, you know, it was just incredible. And I was like in my element because, I mean, taking pictures like, I mean, look at these pictures. I mean, it's like, what? That? Look at that. I mean, being able to capture moments like that are just priceless, you know, because it's not every day that you see something that strikingly beautiful. And, you know, you never forget the moments, and those times are always going to be special to me. And the fact that I shared them with this person, you know, I mean, our lips touched more than anybody else I've ever known, you know. I mean, we are all butterflies through life. We go through many stages. Yeah. Oh, Lynna is teaching me a lesson right now. Wow. If all the spears and arrows are dropped, it will be good. There should be no more sarcasm or jabs or comments from anyone, whether direct or indirect. Yeah. Moon Demon, those are really cool photos. I mean, yeah, there were so many cool places that I mean, it's just like in just a matter of like a few, like 90 days, you know, we're able to see stuff like that, you know. I mean, just so amazing. Max says, have loads of Yellowstone pics from the 2 trips I took. Once I get the picture on the first one, I'll make a slideshow to share with you peeps. Nice. Mindful moves. I was taught you should learn something every day. Ashbringer, good for you. Keep learning. Yeah, I mean, life is a lesson. And if there's any lesson to be learned, it's the lesson of forgiveness. It's the lesson of love. It's the lesson of like, I choose you, I choose you. Um, here's here's had her little spot in the car. Um, yeah, just because you're a middle-aged person doesn't mean you just stop learning. Yeah, no, you can't. I mean, life is a big lesson, and you know, either you learn, or you repeat the same mistake. You know, I mean, it's just funny looking back.
Not different than blustery, cloudy, rainless days.
Idaho.
Incredible. But a little miles make a difference.
And we realize that it's better to be in warm temperatures and sweating than to be freezing.
Well, I can't cook in blustery.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it got cold. You're living out of your car. So you're constantly like trying to find a place to stay and sleep, and I mean, it can be quite the challenge, for us. Here's I forgot trying to remember where this was, but it was what is this? I'm trying to say something.
Well, looks like we're snug in for another night here, wherever we're at.
Late.
Mhm.
That's pretty dark. Let's see here.
It's kind of dark.
Still kind of dark. There we go. I'm going to look like I've seen the Blair Witch Project. This is the goal.
Very well.
The Blair Witch Project.
Why?
Why what?
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Wait, it'll be a spotlight.
Yeah.
Mark's talking. Lynna's talking.
They
Mark's
blind
talking.
your eyes.
Say something.
Hey there. We're live?
No.
No.
How can we be live? We're uploading something at like
Yeah.
snail crawling speed.
That's true. But we're at Love's.
Loves. I don't know if they love us. But
We always, buy coffee. We top off the gas. Stuff like that.
so they like us because we spend money here.
Yeah, that's true. And don't take much room in the car in the corner somewhere.
Just kind of barely noticeable, except for this bright light.
Yeah, I know. What are those two doing in there?
Go check on those people. We never noticed they were there until they turned on that light. Turn it off.
And it's like really challenging with injection day. I hate that because it's hard to prepare, and you always feel like a drug addict, and then trying to inject in the dark is no fun.
And in a car.
That's right. Crazy.
Things that trans people or people that take trans drugs do.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Oh wow.
Such is life. Tomorrow, another big adventure. We're heading to
Capitol Reef National Park.
Utah. Never been to this area part of Utah.
No? I've never been to Utah really until I was there with you.
We're gonna go to Rice. Where's the Rice?
Rice, Zion. Who knows what else we might discover? A national monument. Whatever's out there, we'll find it.
You know, there's certain things about
And then who knows where we're
about
I guess
Em that are extremely masculine, but the part that's not quite so much is that part that is directionally challenged. You know, that part that's like, where are we going again? What direction are we driving in? I mean, it was like, we're going west. I mean, honestly, I was concerned for Maritza when she was driving back to Florida this time, because I know that I was always the navigator. You know, I've always had a good directional sense, you know, so with regards to, you know, just using Google Maps and stuff like that, I'm very efficient at it. So I was a little concerned for you, Em. Honestly, I'm glad that you made it safely. But I know how how challenging it was for you, and you know, no shame at all. You know, it's just what took place. You know, I mean, and that's what happens with trans people. You know, there's different, you know, different strengths that we have, and when you're a couple that, you know, you're basically, you know, a couple that has a trans experience. You know, this is the Grand Canyon, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Les deseo el pozo y le agradezco por los deseos del cumpleaños. Le ruego a Dios del hallazgo en su vida. Hallazgo en su vida. I understood part of it, Maritza, but there were some big words there that I couldn't quite get. Le deseo el pozo y le agradezco por los deseos. So I'm not sure el pozo. I'm trying to remember. But said, I appreciate your wishes for me to have a good birthday, and I pray that God does something in your life. I think it was that. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Ashbringer. Thank you, Ashbringer. Oh my gosh, that's great. Thank you. I think it's Cuba though. Cuba is you know, is what Miami's all about. So I think Maritza's probably starting to speak more Spanish now than English, you know. But yeah, okay, I wanted to go to some moments. Let me see. These are again unseen moments in the life of Maritza and me. Let me see if I can share. I'm not sure what I'm saying here, but let me see.
Hey everyone, it's me, and gosh, it's been a few days, and wow, so many changes. You know, we embarked on throwing away all of our things, all of our hormones, switched clothes and stuff, and haven't really been fussing with my face at all, which is nice because before it used to be like, oh no, black hair's growing, need to remove it. It doesn't look good. And now I'm just like, you know what? Hey, this is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is who I'll always be. Like I woke up today at the Pilot Travel Center where we were staying, and
it's amazing.
You know, woke up, got out of the car, rolled out, used the bathroom, in the past, it was like, oh, you're going to use the bathroom? Oh, I don't want to use it because I don't think I'm presentable. I need to pull a few facial hairs.
Yeah. So this was me going
Here we
to.
are. We're at this park that I grew up at when I was a kid.
I'm in Santa Ana,
Back
where
in
I grew up.
1978, my parents bought a home out here in Santa Ana, and it's just down there. This was my little neighborhood park. There's a little bike trail over here, not little, because it goes all the way down to the beach that way, then out to the hills and go that way. But they got like horses and stuff over there, like for people riding horses. It's a good spot for bikers to stop while they're resting and get their water. And I was just going to show you guys my old house. Here we are. We're at this park that I grew up at when I was a kid.
Let's see.
Back in 1978.
Um, um,
My home off of Huckleberry Road. All places. Huckleberry. I used to get a chuckle because these streets here in Santa Ana, where a lot of Latinos live, was called names like Laird and Huckleberry, Jetty, Trask, and all these Anglo names. And then in the meanwhile, people that lived in like places like Mission Viejo, which is a little bit more ritzy, got like Casa de la Luna or Calle del Sol. Go figure. So we're coming up on my old house.
That's my old
That was
house,
my
everybody.
room.
Sorry,
There on
that's
the
where I
second
grew up.
floor. And that pine tree, I pushed my little cousin into it, and he fell in a bunch of needles. Look how big it is now. Crazy stuff. I used to mow this yard with an electric lawnmower. It was 2310 West Huckleberry Road. And yeah, that was our house. It was a nice little home. Looks kind of like, I don't know, the Brady Bunch or something. And my dad actually paid for this fence, this brick wall. Oh, and the mango. Holy crap, mangoes! That's so cool. My dad would have loved to have seen that. That's awesome. And there's avocados over there. He planted that. That's awesome to see that they're there. Wow. That's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, so that was my home. That's where I grew up. I'm just gonna share some information here.
I had lots of memories here. Used to throw a ball up against that wall. Used to actually throw a ball up against the house there with the tennis ball. And had a basketball court right there. And that was my room. It was cool. It's kind of surreal being back here in 2017 when I grew up here. Back in 1978, all the way through what? Gosh, all the way to college, I stayed here. My parents and stuff. 1988. I had lots of memories here. Used to throw a ball up against that wall.
It's surreal because it's the life that we deal with as trans people. We with regard to Maritza and I, it wasn't but, gosh, a week later that I was detransitioning again because I just couldn't do this. I mean, you could see the look on my face. I mean, I'm not happy. I did what I did. I wasn't happy. They cut my hair and I was not thrilled one bit. I was so like, so here we are, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And I looked rough. Oh my gosh, I looked so rough. It was bad. But as soon as we got back to Silver City, I mean, I'm back. I'm back. We're back at the movie theater, and I couldn't stay as that. It was a choice that I knew there was nothing I could do. We went to a car show there in Silver City, as you see all these cars and stuff. And here we are again. Yeah. I mean, oh, did I say something?
Everyone, we are at that car show that you were talking about from years back.
Yeah, it's a car show they have every year with lots of cars all over the place. I think Arizona. I don't know. It's a pretty amazing amount of car shows at just one time. I'm always impressed the turnout and events and things here in Silver City.
It really is. I'm like shocked. This is far more than we had in like Tahoe when we were out there back in the 4th of July.
Even in car shows in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're heading away right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fortunately, it looks like it might be raining in the next 5 minutes or so, so we're probably going to make our way back to.
Yeah, we gotta go shopping.
So here we are bouncing back, and we decided to just, transition back to living our own truth. I mean, after that moment, I have not looked back since. I mean, I have not looked back. I have literally just moved on, and I mean, I haven't bothered to think about anything else other than continuing my transition. I stopped taking hormones back in June of 2017, I guess it was, and then I only started back up doing hormones in May of last year. So my changes have been extreme. Yeah, that's me back in 2006 or something like that. I had facial hair big time. I've been through a lot. Yeah, a lot. It's difficult seeing just how much I have changed throughout the years. And, even now I see how things have progressed in the last in the last year and stuff. And I honestly, is Mark saying something here? Let me see. We're just being goofy, I think. Let me see.
Hey guys, I tried to do this video a little while ago and something's up with the volume. I have the headpiece on, so hopefully it works out now. It's like when you try to record something, you have what you want to say in the head and then you have to repeat itself. So, but anyway, this video is about how am I doing now that I've been off of hormones for 2 months. Those have been following our journey know that Lynna and I stopped taking hormones at the beginning of July. And some people have asked me, well, how are you feeling? They wanted me to either make a video or talk about it. So here's a video, attempt number 2. As far as health-wise, I'm feeling good. 53 years old, workout I don't tire easy, go for long walks, healthy sex life and drive still. What? Oh, yeah. There's no, I don't feel that my body is lacking anything. I am glad though that all this body hair is not coming on or coming in as heavy as it did when I was on testosterone use. Will the facial hair fall off? I don't think so. It might just slow down some and won't be as thick. My voice is not going to change much. I mean, I've always had a deeper voice even before transitioning. What else to say? My appetite for food is not as greatly, although I eat a lot because our vegan diet warrants that, and we eat a lot of healthy, non-GMO, organic foods. My temperament, I don't know, baby. Has my temperament changed any since I've been off tea?
No, you've always been pretty even keel.
I don't really notice much. And I think one of the reasons is because I've always been a very high androgen person, even before I transitioned. And that's because of my virilization, progesterone, what's that called? Progesterone-induced virilization or something like that, because of my mother's intake of DES back in Cuba. I'm doing urine therapy, as most of you know, and I think that's probably keeping my hormones very balanced. That your adrenal glands, your thyroid, your pituitary glands, and other parts of your glands of your bodies kick in. Body's very, very optimal. If you stay out of its way, it will do what it needs to do. As far as strength working out, I probably lost some of that strength. But I'm not worried. I'm 53 years old. I'm not trying to be some incredible Hulk or anything of that nature. I mean, it is what it is. You got to be thankful and grateful for where you are in life. The more we want, the harder life becomes for us, because it's our thoughts that make us feel the way that we do. So if you reprogram your thoughts, your life will change. I highly recommend, if anyone's going to transition, to try to do it naturally. Don't put any hormonal substances, because it's synthetics. And synthetics and your body do not match. It creates a lot of problems. And at first you might think you're on top of the world. I see all these young FTMs out there that are in their 20s or 19s or in their teens. And they feel like they're on top of the world. They work out really hard. They're eating all this amount of food that's not really meant for their body to ingest, especially that high animal protein. And it'll catch up with you. You'll start getting high blood pressure. I dealt with a lot of high blood pressure in the beginning of my transition. I had to go on.
It is gross, you guys. It is gross.
Do you remember what was that stuff I used to take before? Hawthorne berry. Hawthorne berry kept it low. And, it's not worth it. Your blood pressure, making yourself prone to heart attacks, strokes, and cancer. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's like you keep adding a bullet to the chamber when you put synthetics in your body. Whatever, whether it's synthetic hormones or any type of synthetic medication, just take a dander on TV and listen.
So yeah, Mark was, always teaching, always having a medical opinion to give and stuff. And some of it I agree with, and others of it I don't agree with. But regardless of what, his opinions or her opinions, you want to go outside? Okay, come on. Let's take you outside, doggy. Yes. Yeah. Go outside. Go play. He's been a good dog, though. He's been a good dog. He's a yeah, I know it is gross, you guys. It is. I don't recommend it myself. But people have their own ideas of what they want.
Transition.
The open. Sorry, I don't recommend it. I really don't. It was gross. The first morning of it is is nasty. Oh, here's a random picture of me. Okay. Yeah, this is rough, but okay, this is me back in 2013 before, right after I had just come back from my gender therapist. She said, Lynna, you should just dress and enjoy yourself. I went and had a makeover done at MAC and stuff. And I was like completely like, happy to get my diagnosis as, to get my hormones and everything like that. But I don't know. I am very spontaneous and random. So whatever you guys see, here we are. Oh, here's one of my favorite like tranny wigs.
Into the future now. Is it? Look like, yeah,
Is it on?
It's on.
We are in
Silver City, New Mexico. LGBT.
Stand Up, Out, and Proud.
And I always said we weren't going to go to any of these LGBT. This is a very different type of crowd.
We can show you guys what exactly we mean, because
Family-oriented LGBT pride. There's no gropers. There's not going to be a performer grabbing my hand and putting it on scotch. Nope, none of that.
yeah, no, this is like the good version.
Yeah.
And it's really, really nice. It's the second annual.
Yep.
And they are doing some really special things.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to seeing how this event grows. I mean,
Yeah, not my favorite wig, but I think I look like one of the members of what's that? The Supremes or something. So, I mean, we would take pictures everywhere. This is like after we went like to a place to drink and stuff. We were, what does Landon say? Marisa might be a little rough around the edges and very much can be offensive, but I do think she will come around and learn how to teach and love without hurting people's feelings. Yeah, I mean, sharing her truth and everything is important, for her to share her truth. And there's nothing wrong with that journey that one takes with yourself and sharing your truth. Our height differences were always, with a trans couple, it's always kind of funny because, here you are, you're supposed to be this and that, but we were always, just kind of odd looking because, the other way would have been perfect, right? But, it just wasn't meant to be that way, wasn't meant to be. We went to go get, I think we went to go get glasses in Mexico. Oh, oops.
further than
We drove out to Mexico and let's see. Where is it? So we went to like the border and stuff and got some glasses. Let me see. Where is it? Come on, play. Play. Goofy thing.
So it looks like we are on our way to Mexico. We're going down to Palomas, just across the border, probably about 75, 80 miles from here. And we're going to go get some glasses. Glasses or contacts. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but I'm going to do one of the two. And you're going to get some
Glasses, depending.
Glasses?
Yeah, we could, depending on how much it's going to cost.
So we've heard that they charge like half or less, more than half of what it would cost, like at Walmart or
anything like that. And they can do it right there and then, and you can use your own actual frames.
Spider?
Is that a spider?
Sure. Some dust bunny.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. Okay. Well, whatever.
That's right. On my finger.
Okay.
It went on your pinky.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you know, we kind of care for each other, look out for each other. I mean, I literally would lay down my life for her, for him, you know, if I had to at the time. Um, it, you know, it's here we are dancing. Em was a great dancer, is a great dancer. Oh, gee, that's so loud and obnoxious. Sorry. Sorry for sharing that one. I mean, yeah, so I've been through a lot, you know, a lot. We've been through a lot, you know. As a couple, you know, I see back and look back at everything, and we've been anti-trans, we've been pro-trans, we've been anti-rad fem, we've been pro-rad fem, we've been, you know, all over the map when it comes to life and things and whatnot. And you know, I find my balance where I am right now, you know, where I'm at this moment in my life is exactly where I need to be, you know. Hey Nord. Hey Lynna, how's it going this evening or afternoon for you? Haha. Yeah, it's going good actually. Landon says, I don't blame you. She's the only one that came to you in your time of need. Thank God for him. Yeah. Landon, why don't you share with people how I was in the past? I mean, am I much different than I am now? I mean, was I a different person in 1992 than I am now? Did you ever notice anything? I mean, I think having a person like you in this conversation is really interesting and really fun because, I mean, we've been friends for a very long time, you know, so it's just interesting. Landon has known me, you know, Landon, I mean, we worked at Trinity Broadcasting Network together. Green team. And that's the kind of the gist of it. Great dude, great girl. Nope, same. That's funny. Honestly, that's funny. Am I a put on? Do you see me being like somebody that I'm not, or am I being genuine every time that I was myself? Am I genuine? Can you see the genuineness in me? I just think that it's neat to have a person like Landon in the conversation because he knew me as Paul. He knew me back then, you know. So he knew me when my heart was broken and stuff, when I was struggling, you know, and stuff. And when, yeah, he knows a lot, you know. I mean, I haven't seen him in years, but I have old pictures that, you know, that I really wish I had, but I don't have them. It's my memories are with my ex, you know, they are with my ex, and I'm not talking about Maritza. I'm talking about, you know, somebody else. Oh, this is Oktoberfest, and I think Maritza tried to throw a barrel, I think, and it's like This is why Maritza's shoulder is bad, because she tried to be like this strong person. So let me see if I can find. I'm trying to. Is that where? Let me see. Is that? I'm trying to find it. So is this the one? Nope. Gosh. I don't know. I tried to find it, but anyway, so many moments and stuff like that, and we just have literally a lifetime of memories. And although I don't know who this person was, I don't know who this person was necessarily. I can honor that person and respect that person that they were, at one point. And only she knows how, she feels about what she's done with her life and everything. But gosh, I don't know. All I know is how difficult it's been for me, how hard it's been in my life, and how dealing with stuff, has been a challenge for me. So yeah, cool guy. I always have had a huge heart. I would always say you're a child of God. Nope, you've always been real. Thanks, Lennon. That really means a lot to me. It really does. I mean, yeah. Today's lesson: learn to forgive. Yes, that's important. I mean, that's like the lesson of life, is to forgive and to choose to remember the things that are good, to choose to look at the things in someone. Although you might see darkness in somebody, you want to call out the light in people, because if you call out the light in people, it will change them. It is definitely, you are a a great heart. Love you. I have to say, Phoenix, you're a bit out there with your comments. They're hilarious and gnarly all at once. Yeah. Mindful Moose met me. I mean, I wear wigs sometimes. Sometimes, like today, I'm not wearing one, but I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. I just, I just live my life. I am who I am, right? And I don't I don't try to hide my truth, you know. Um, I live with pain in my heart. I acknowledge that. I know that. Um, but um, I think that someday things will get better. Someday things will get better. We used to do that show. Yep, we used to do that show. Um, Real Talk with the Cummings. Oh yeah, always look at the bright side of life. Living in the bright side of life, or something like that. I remember. But life is a series of choices and stuff that we make, and again, Siri is like asking me something. I'm like, Siri, why are you doing that? So we were struggling for a long time. I struggled with how things were, with regards to just how I felt like I was being controlled and stuff, but she felt that she was being protective. And that's really the basis of our whole disconnect. I mean, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. That's great. Yes, that was T-Bear. For those of you who remember T-Bear, um, there was some really funny times that we had. Like when we first met, um, I think it was um, in January. We were just barely, barely friends and stuff like that. And we had a really rough set of challenges and stuff, but um, this person was there, helping me kind of process things. And I really felt like I had fallen out of my transition, and I felt like those challenges and stuff that I was now, just, you know, I was gonna lose it, because here I am taking pictures of myself at Macy's, and I'm super excited about how I looked and stuff. And, next thing I know, oh yeah, here's a picture of me. I had a bald head. I mean, you guys, it was bad. Before my hair transplant, I just would buzz my hair. Um, this was an early day cross-dressing. Oh my God. Talk about coming a long way, but here's that smile, there's T-Bear, and there's a smiling, smiling guy. It was, yeah, yeah, but there was nobody there for me, there was nobody there for me. And oh, here's a picture, like pre-transition. Okay. This is what I used to do for a living, everybody. That was me. That's my crane. That was what I used to be a camera operator, do music videos, and, that's the person, the big old doof over there with the crane and stuff, and just doing like a video shoot, you know. Um, that's me in college, just with my friends doing pictures, and that was me operating that crane. But inside there was a different person, inside there was a different person, and I felt very trapped, very. This is the last picture, one of the last pictures I took, which kind of like, like I did this shoot in um, Florida, and we're doing, as you can see, there's a drum set back there, and we were doing a shoot for a country music video. And I mean, it was something that I was just really struggling, and even back then I was struggling with, the gender issue and stuff, and it was hard. It was really hard. And to be truthful to myself, was something that, I wasn't capable of doing. So here I am.
That's all right.
After the accident.
Yeah, I'm doing a video. Hello? Hello?
Oh, what?
Hi, everybody. This is Lynna, and you're watching a little bit of my life. I usually call it Lynna's life. Oh, really? My eyebrows sticking out like that? Yuck. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Under the circumstances, I think I'm doing okay. Because I shouldn't really be here right now, but let's just say I'm lucky and blessed. Lots of prayers. Lots of people praying for me. wonder if my eyes ever going to clear up. Do you think it will?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
You don't realize when I'm there, so you look like.
I look like crap, people. He was picking on my hair. He said I had an orange carrot top.
It's gotten better now.
It's gotten better.
That's
He said it's gotten better.
That's better.
We're on our set of our new TV show. Well, it's actually Mark's show.
It's ours now. What's lo mío es tuyo, lo tuyo es mío.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. For all of those people that don't speak Spanish.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. But we're going to be doing a program tonight about yours truly. Wow, really? And there's the webcam. And I'm going to be like this. And you're going to say something. Go ahead. Ask me something to say.
So, how does it feel falling off a cliff?
Oh gosh. There was, wow. You know what I mean? Just wow. This is the goofiness of us. Here's a goofy picture.
Hey, friends. Wait, let's start that over. Wait, weren't you going to say something? Nothing? I don't know.
We had a good dinner.
Yeah, it was like Silver City Calico Fusion meal.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It had garbanzo beans, some kind of chicken or beef, and spinach, Brussels sprouts, chipotle ranch dressing, scallions too. Oh, an orange. No, it's a tangerine. Yeah, tangerine. And wine. He likes wine. Yeah, I do. So we have wine with our meals. Yes. It promotes healing. Yes, it does. And yeah, exactly. Break bread. So, what happened today?
Let's see what happened today.
I went for a walk. I went for a long walk. And I was feeling better today. I had a good day today.
It's all loving, sexual healing.
What? What? Are we going there?
Oh, no, we're not.
I guess this is Mark's vlog today.
Why?
He's going to talk about sexual healing, folks.
It is very, very healing. And, it's all good. Obviously, look at how well she's doing.
Yeah, I'm doing better.
Yep.
My eyes even cleared up a little bit more on my...
Yeah, it's still a little bit.
It's getting
did
better.
stuff to your...
Oh, yeah. Did stuff to my atrocious...
Well, I bet you anything I'm going to make that disappear. Cool. How much you want to make that?
I don't need to bet you. Okay. I'm broke. Should I bet you my EBT card?
Okay.
I'll bet you $1 for my EBT card. That this...
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. But you already said it would, so we've already kind of proven that. I'm even wiping my own body. A little victory. Well, no, major victories for him. Before you know it, I'll be showering.
Silliness, I'm telling you. All these meals and stuff. Oh, and in my broken state, I was still able to put together a music video.
Watch it grow from above. Get a love and understanding and watch it thrive. Love me, that we are creatures who need love and tender care that unite brothers and sisters. Love's everywhere. Love me, love me, love me. Love is everywhere. Love me, love me, love me. Love is everywhere. In your eyes, I see that nothing sounds of echoes in the air. You want more than everlasting. Love's everywhere. Love me, love me, love me. Love is everywhere. Love me, love me, love is everywhere.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, the potential that we had, was there. You know, but it's like things changed. What is this?
Hey everybody, Lynna here. It's the first time I've made a video lately where I didn't have that collar on. Whew, feels good not to have it on. It kind of gives you a little bit of breathing space, maybe. I don't know. I think it does. But yeah, it feels really good. I mean, not the back of my head, but the rest of me feels pretty good. My neck, I get to see it, because I had that trach, and I could see how my chin is healing up, or that little incision that they did, Dr. Dolan at Minneapolis Plastic Surgery.
So many.
Yeah, so I'm very.
It was quite the road. And then we introduced T-Bear to the world. And T-Bear, became quite popular. We had a great time. Em liked being giving these animals life. It was funny because every one of these animals had personality, and we had these funny that was the RV, and literally had a character for each person. We had a video where each one of these had a different voice, and Em was really good at creating some kind of character, giving these creatures life, and it was just, you're a funny person, a lot of personality there. I think, let's see if I can, is this, let me see. I don't know if I could get the original one, but yeah, we were trying to laugh everything off, the challenges of, the accident that I was involved in and everything were, it was just really devastating that time. And my mind was in a different place. Oh, this is the original picture that Mark at the time commented on about me. I was in a hot tub. I was wearing a bikini, and I was with my boyfriend James, and Em decides to comment, and that's where we first, we connected, was that picture. And that was the start of a whirlwind craziness, but everything happens for a reason. Everything takes place for a purpose, and I see now how everything that took place, there was a purpose in it. There was a purpose in all the people that I've met in my life. There was a purpose for all the things that I've gone through. There was purpose, and so from people like Jenny Taylor. I don't know if people remember Jenny Taylor, but this was a trans woman that I met and that I was friends with and everything. And she was a character. She was funny. We did YouTube videos together, and she had been transitioned a bit longer than I had, not a ton longer, but we would make videos together, and we would be funny together and stuff like that. And I tried having a relationship with a trans woman, and it just didn't work. It just wasn't meant to be for me. But again, I learned from every situation. I learned from every opportunity that I had given to me, and made the most of it. I did. I made the most of it, and here I am today. And I have no regrets. I really don't. I literally thank God for every moment, every season in my life. I am grateful for, even the tough times, even the tough moments. I'm grateful for, because I know that through all these things that I've done with my life, that these are moments that I will grow from. I will be able to look back and see that my life was meaningful, and there was a purpose for everything that I went through. And I can't have regrets. I can't have regrets about Maritza. I can't have regrets about anything, because we take it all in. We take the good, we take the bad, we rejoice in the things that challenge us and upset us, and we rejoice in the things that that make us happy and content. I'm so happy, right? I got my boobs, right? Yay. Although this stinking thing doesn't give me the right it doesn't flatter them, so it's kind of a bummer. But I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I was able to be a camera operator. I'm grateful that I was, able to have the ability to experience all these different, places that I've been in my life, that I was able to.
1 moment. Now playing I'm the One.
No,
by
don't.
DJ Khaled.
Oh my gosh, it's playing DJ Khaled. It's like, just because I said I'm the one. It's like, so, I mean, there's people in my life like this guy who I met, on a social media site, and he was like completely like, taken by me, and we had a relationship, we had a friendship, and everything. And he was he was a gentleman, and he was short, yes, but I mean, he was a great guy, and I learned a lot in that relationship too. You know, I learned a lot in all the different situations that I've been in. You know, so through the good and the bad, you know, through the highs and the lows, through the challenges and the happy days, and you know, through days like this where I walk through. I know these are raw pictures of life and looking inside, you know, my home in Hendersonville. That's my son's room, and these are family memories and things at home. You know, we homeschooled, and you know, these are my kids, and you know, I had these children in my life. You know, here I am with my family. I'm I'm grateful for all those moments. You know, I'm grateful for those magic times. You know, that was the day that I really struggled, you know, to put things together, you know, in my mind, and really, really had a problem, you know, because I love my kids. You know, I always will, and they'll forever be in my life, and I hope someday to be able to have them back. You know, it would be nice, but I also understand that, you know, these are the casualties of sometimes making the decisions that we do. Um, Sometimes it costs us a lot, you know, and it costs us a lot more than we realize. Um, it's it's devastating. It's sad. It's I wish it could be different. And I hope that in the future, I hope that it will be different in the future. And I can only expect better things to come about, you know. But I mean, this is the challenge. Come on, open your eyes.
Hey friends, this is Lynna here, and I am on my way to work today. Yay! I get to work at a Vikings preseason game. I'm actually working for the visitors, which are, in this case today, the Arizona Cardinals. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, I get to work. Yay! Hopefully, it gets the ball rolling. I got a couple more days of work lined up, so that should be really good. Looking forward to it. It's a little overcast today, and I'm just a little concerned about the weather kind of getting bad and stuff like that. I hope it doesn't, because honestly, I have so many jackets, but all of my jackets are packed away in that storage unit out away from here. And well, I'll be wet if I don't figure this thing out. But anyway,
I made so many videos in my car.
It's always a challenge.
You know, so many videos in my car. I love my car. My car was awesome, you know. And this was my job. I was working, you know, some football game, running camera, you know, doing like TV, working in TV and stuff. And, you know, it was fun. I loved my career. I really did. It was a challenge, but it was good. The many wigs of Lynna.
Hi friends, this is Lynna, and you're watching Lynna's Life. Lynna's Life. So exciting. Oh my gosh. You guys should live it sometime. Let's see. What's new? There's something new, but I'm not going to say what it is. You guys are going to have to guess. So, have you figured it out yet? Did you guess? Do you know what it is? If you do, comment and let me know what you think. But I am sitting in a slow moving traffic jam. It's moving, thank God, but it is to move. So, gosh, what's to talk about? Jeez. Well, I work on Friday. Let's see what else. I don't really have a lot of new stuff. I mean, do you guys? Just trying to think. What is there? Nothing. Oh, that's what it is. I went to lunch with a couple of friends of mine that knew me before in my former life as an incognito male. And they were very nice. They're Christian, but they've never turned me away, and they've been really nice to me. So I was really grateful for that, because they were really cool. And we had a conversation. It was a husband and a wife, and they knew my family as they were growing up and stuff. Not me growing up, but my family, my little kids. Namely my two oldest, which are now 16 and 14, so they're not little anymore. My son is actually, I think he's over 6 feet now. So, and he's a basketball player, and he practices like crazy. But and my daughter, she played basketball too, but she liked being there for the friends and the friends and stuff like that, and just the girlfriends and whatnot. But this couple knew us being my ex and I, before they helped me sell my house and stuff in Minnesota, to move to Tennessee. So they've been around, and they've been good friends. They came down to Tennessee to visit us, and they stayed with us and stuff like that. So, yeah, they were close friends.
All these
I talked to the
memories,
guy, and I said, "Oh my gosh, it's just awkward, isn't it?"
all these memories, all these memories, all these crazy memories that I have, it's my life. It's Lynna's life. It really is. It's been a roller coaster ride. It really has. This was I don't know if I saw it coming. Honestly. I mean, I didn't know that this is what was going to happen to me, and that my life would take such twists and turns and, so many plots and rises and falls. And, I mean, I would love to just be able to put all these things into one big story. I mean, I'm not into writing a book or anything like that, but I just think I have a lot of things to share, I have a lot of things that I want to So all of your altars going to show up today? I just got tired of, like, that's what I do. Sometimes I just like decide, okay, I'm tired of that look. I'm ready to go to another look, but it's all same me. I mean, I'm just like, I'm like a chameleon. I could change colors like and stuff, but it's all good. I mean, it's all good. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is me. I had extensions in. Yeah, extensions. Yeah, wow. That was painful. That was a painful moment because do you guys know what happens when they put extensions in your hair? They like totally like um like make your head go into like a weave or something, they put it into corn rolls or something they call it, and then they basically like sew the extensions into your hair. I mean, it's it's not fun, and it took a long time, and then it was like itchy, and then I wasn't happy with it because it was always itchy. It was always uncomfortable. So, yeah. But so I was dating later. I dated this guy. I mean, this guy's named Tony, and he was really sweet. Nice guy. Um, and we were together for like a couple of months. Um, See, when it comes to reasons for leaving and going and being who I am, it's because my sexual preference is towards men. So um, it's difficult when you have people that want you to remain in their lives, but they don't understand that, you're, I don't know, you can't be, what you're not, you know. I was I was meant, you know, to be with a guy. I just that's me. That's kind of that's who I am. So I know that people would say, "Oh, you need to go back to your family and they love you and everything." It's like I don't think I could, I mean, I my attraction, you know, is towards men, So I it just wouldn't be. That's James. Um, that's James right there, everybody. He was my boyfriend for a while. And he's a super, super sweet guy. I mean, had a heart of gold. Had lots of challenges though. Really, really, really faced lots of challenges, and it was difficult, like with him, because I wanted him to be like a stronger man for me, and you know, he just he just didn't have it in him, to be that. But I loved him, and he loved me, and we had some great moments together, and he literally wanted to marry me and everything, and wanted to wait for me to have my surgery and all that stuff. I mean, it was just that it just wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. But I I have no regrets. All the relationships, all the guys in my life, and the wife that I had and everything. These are moments that I'll never, I'll never forget. You know, here's a random thing. My friend wrote me a long letter, like a long letter that detailed why he didn't want me to like he addressed it with my old name and everything. And in it, he gave me some really poignant, constructive, like Christian comments. I mean, this is my friend who had been my friend, and for like 30 years. And he wrote, gosh, I'm trying to get this to like show up a little bigger. Come on. It's like, come on. Okay. It saddens me to write to you today. And this is dated, this is dated March 6th, 2014. It saddens me to write to you today. Our friendship of 30 years has meant more to me than almost anything in this life. In many ways, you were closer than my own brothers, and that's my friend talking. We went to school together. Whether that was because of a 7 or 8 year age gap with my brothers or just the kindred spirit we shared, I don't really know. I would write pages reminiscent of all the adventures we experienced together, the times we went on trips, to the times that we got in trouble. But as often as we have done that in the past, that is not the purpose of this letter. Throughout high school and college, we were almost inseparable. As an adult, I realized that most people are not as privileged as we were to have such a close friendship as we had. Even to this day, I have yet to meet anyone that had a closer friendship than we did during those early years. It was a friendship as strong as David and Jonathan had in the Bible. And he couldn't cope with my being who I was, and he just basically demonized me to the point where he didn't want anything to do with me. So his 14-page letter, kind of like spelled out what he thought of me, and he goes, over the past several months, I have been deeply grieved inside my spirit for what has taken place. I've questioned why you never confided in me in what you claim to be your lifelong struggle. In fact, it wasn't until last summer when you first told me when you, I'm trying to get this to scroll. Yikes, sorry. Come on. It's like, told me I assumed my best friend was struggling, being tempted, and was crying for help. As a friend, I prayed and mourned and fasted, as any good Christian friend would. Yet in the ensuing months, upon reflection, I sadly realized there were no tears upon your confession. There were no signs of the heart willing to repent. In fact, by the time you confided in me, your part in the battle was over. You had already waved the surrender flag to the enemy. Over the last several months, I have tried to view this whole ordeal from multiple vantage points, different angles, if you will. Upon reflection, I've come to realize I've seen it through 3 distinct lenses in which I will share with you now. So he proceeds to tell me how bad, I was and stuff like that. And, he tells me that he can't be my friend. He tells me that I'm going to be judged. He tells me that I'm evil in the sense of what I've done and stuff. He goes, I'm not your judge, and I'm not called to hand out your sentence and close this matter. There is only one that will make it, that call on your salvation, and that ruling will be uncontestable on Judgment Day. I love you, but I do not accept you. The two terms are not synonymous. Today, I judge this matter in like manner as in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 through 6, judge the matter of the man sleeping with his stepfather's wife as a member of his body and with authority as one called to his church. And this is like the hate that I felt from the Christian community. I deliver you unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that your spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord, right? In the day of the Lord. You no longer have a spiritual fellowship with me. We can no longer eat from the same spiritual table we once ate from. And that, everyone, is how not to be. That, everyone, is how we are not to behave, as people, as loving humans, as kind-hearted friends. I mean, this is a person that I knew since we were in high school. We were inseparable. We were best friends. We were like buddies, and when I detransitioned, this person was like opened his doors to me, and he and his wife like welcomed Maritza and I in, and we spent the night with them and stuff. And so he goes, the second lens I have viewed you with over the past several months has undoubtedly been the hardest. It's been a perspective only few could have, and that has been the perspective as a close friend. It has been hard because when a friend is hurting, as I believe you have deep sympathy and compassion, right? Regarding the humanity of the individual. And then uses my old name. Blank, I can say, I have hurt with you when those that mocked you, as some observers did. I in many ways bled with you. I felt your shame and embarrassment and pain that only a friend could feel. And as a friend, I listened more than I have spoken about the situation. I have prayed more than discussed it with others. I can say so much more about our friendship, but I don't want to make it more painful than it already is. I can honestly say it is hard to grieve the loss of a best friend. I mean, these people don't understand that they don't have to not be your friend just because you are who you are. Just because you decide to be happy, just because you decide to live your life and be truthful to yourself about being who you are, that, people don't have to discard you, they really don't. And it's really sad because if that's what they want to do, it's their problem. It's not your problem. It's their problem. And, being who you are is not a sin. Being who you are is just what it is, it's being honest, I was talking to Justice, and I didn't know if Justice wanted to come on to the show. We could talk about, those things that we felt like growing up and stuff like that. I don't know if that's something you want to talk about, but these are things that, really, like, for us as human beings, we don't pretend to be something. We're just who we are. And the world can judge whatever it wants to judge and think of us as different and whatever it wants to think. But we're just being truthful to who we are as individuals. And those things can be really difficult. They can be hard for others to, if they were like your your cousin or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad, I mean, or your coworker. Those things can be challenging, but they're not insurmountable. I mean, people like when I first transitioned, they were like, Lopez, you were cool before and we liked you as a person. And you know, and you just made me laugh. I'm sorry. So these are things that you have to consider, that are something that I didn't have to. Well, I did have nips before, but sorry. Try not to nip out. Make it nice and I don't know. So these are things that you consider. I never can figure out why people can't just love people as who they are, not who they want a person to be. And that's the truth, my friend would accept me, accept my decisions in my life if I conformed to what he wanted me to be. So in July of that year, when we detransitioned, and those videos of, the redwoods and everything, and I went to go visit my mom, and I introduced my sister and my mom to Maritza, and yeah, we did all those things. My friend reached out to me, the same person who had written me this letter of judgment, the same person who had judged me and my decisions, but still loved me from afar, but felt distanced and unable to reach out to me. He let us stay at his home, and we spent a weekend there with him. And he was very much okay with me being married to Maritza and stuff. And, he wanted to, disciple us and everything. And, I had cut my hair, and Maritza made a wonderful vegan salad for them for these two older friends of mine to enjoy, and we hung out, but the only way they would take me in was if I detransitioned and became something that I was not, as long as I gave them the old me and a semblance of who I used to be, then they would gladly speak to me and associate with me. And they, but it was a facade for me, because I'm not happy there. I'm not happy being that way. But they want me to be happy, to do the things that they want me to do, but they don't care about my own happiness. They don't care about how I feel. They don't care about the massive amount of dysphoria that causes me. They would rather just pretend oh, well, that person, that you were before, that Lynna person, I don't know that person, and that person's not even real. But here I have at the time 5 years of lived experience as Lynna, and memories as Lynna. And this is my friend right here, college friends, high school friends, best friends, and there we are. I mean, it's sad, because as long as I was good, as long as I was this person, I would be accepted. But if I deviated from that, then I wasn't you know. So I'm not steering into any kind of negativity. I'm just kind of just relating the things that took place in my life and the challenges that I've had to endure. But I worked through these things. This is my blog, and this is like my own life diary, so to speak. And I gladly would want my children to watch it. You know, that's why a lot of times I'm on here, is because I know that it's the only chance that my kids will ever have to see my life and what has happened since, you know, since I've been away, you know. So I just you know, I can only be honest with myself. I can only be truthful, and these are these are designer boobies, everybody. Dr. Kylo is a genius, okay? And everything that he did up here is like perfect. I mean, like perfect. So like he's like, so what are you thinking about, like with how you want to present, how you want to look? And I go, well, I don't want to be like pornish or anything like that. I just want to be very I am embarrassed. I don't like being immodest. I mean, and I have not been socialized as a female, so I find myself I find myself really self aware of what it is that's going on with me, you know. So mama didn't teach me nothing, so everything I'm learning is like on the job training. Okay, so I just got boobies. All right, I just got them, and they are here to stay, but they're very present. Yeah, they kind of like define my, I mean, used to be people looked at my face, right? No, it's like, and that's new. That's new for me because, um, yeah, I mean, I wasn't socialized. I didn't get these from like, you know, puberty and then, you know, growing into them. I mean, all of a sudden, I like I'm sitting in the surgery center. They knock me out. I wake up and out comes these two growths, right? So, hey, Ms. Mercury. Um, and then one day, all the darkness inside of them comes bursting out from being repressed for so long. It's better to actually talk about things. Life isn't just smiles. Yeah, it's true. And Max says this: you are going through teenagehood as an adult. Yep. 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 Um, um, yeah, I am. I am going through that. Like I tried something. They look like you have always had them. You did a very good job of matching your body side to breast size. I'm just amazed. Honestly, you guys, honestly, I'm amazed. Every time, you know, it's like you feel like everything is right up top. You're like, everything is like it should be, you know. So like I'm like dazed and confused when, you know, I realized that, oh my gosh, they're here, they're not going anywhere. I have what I always wanted my whole life, you know. But it's something else when you like when things settle down after surgery. Like here I am, like 3 weeks post-op, and things are starting to settle down, and I'm very like comfortable with them, but they obviously are like prominent. You know, you put on a shirt and it's not like you could just throw a shirt on. They're there. You know, they're present. They're not undeniably not something that you're not noticing, you know. So it just brings me great joy because whereas before I would like walk around with my bony double A breast chest, you know, and people would like look at me and then go, oh, maybe, yeah. And then now they look at me and they're like, oh, that's just a tall woman, you know. So I don't know. It's really nice for, you know, getting along in life and feeling like you belong, you know. Hope I don't get mega pimples when I start tea. Oh my goodness. Max says, yeah, those are the best tranny titties I've ever seen, to be honest. Oh gosh. Is there like, am I blushing? Because you just said something that this is hilarious. Yes, there good thing you like them, eh? Yes, good thing, you know, good thing. Yeah. I mean, I used to wear a bra and not knocking my ex or anything, but he used to say, why do you wear a bra? And I'd be like, well, obviously it's because I want to look more feminine. He's like, yeah, but you don't really have much breasts at all. Like when I do transition, everybody, I was literally able to go walking down the beach, you know, without, you know, thinking twice, you know. I mean, we were living in Fort Lauderdale and let me see, I'll show you. My computer's kind of slow, but I was like, oh, can I find it without like wasting time? So yeah, so it's like I got on T and I was like, all of a sudden, there I am, like M's training me, sticking T in me and all that stuff. And it's like, it was like a 2-week change. And there, you know, there is this thing that starts, you know, I mean, I never looked anything like that before, you know. So M is a great trainer. M is an amazing, you know, person who can transform bodies and stuff like that. But, you know, it's been a road, you know, it's been a road to travel down. And I just, looking back at it all, it's just like a whirlwind. You know, it really is. It's a whirlwind ride that I never imagined that I was gonna, you know, just go back and forth like that and stuff. I mean, I don't recommend it to people. You know, once you transition, just stay transition. Don't play around with hormones. I mean, they're like, you know, you can't go back. You really can't. I wasn't. I mean, here I am trying to be all like tough guy or whatever. Just didn't work for me. I mean, you know, I think this is the person that you know, this is the person that Maritza wanted me to be, you know, wanted me to be that strong person. And, you know, that was something that it wasn't natural, you know. Um, but I think that Maritza wanted that in her life. And had I been able to give her that, we'd still be together today, you know, and we'd still be talking about things, and, you know, we would still be, you know, together. But it's just not, it's not in the cards for me. You know, we got baptized in 2016, and I was like, now what? Like, now what? What's next? You know, I'm like, okay, we got dunked. This is great. Whatever. I did what you wanted, you know, me to do and stuff. And, you know, now what? I mean, I guess M was happy. I guess M was happy. I wonder, you know, um, I wonder, I really do, because I think M wanted, you know, to be a regular female, you know, and tried, you know. But look at this face. Is that a happy soul? Is that really a joyful person? I don't think so. I mean, that is not a happy person. This is real. This is me, right? That what I'm like, oh, oh, what? Okay, that is not a happy person. That's a sad soul. That's a person that feels like they're being forced back into this box of being something that they're not, you know. And that was something that I couldn't do, you know. But I think for M, I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, is that happy? I mean, and that I can't even make a face that looks that sad, you know, because I just can't do that. But look at that face. I mean, how is that not obvious that I wasn't happy? You know, I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. You know, I was doing it for purposes that, you know, that weren't, I mean, just misery. I'm telling you, misery. I mean, that's pain. You look at a picture of a person who's struggling, you know, that is pain. Who wants that? I mean, that's like, kill me. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I can't go back to that. You know, I can't go back to that type of, you know, painful existence. I mean, I look back and we go back to like those the early years and stuff. And I was like in serious traumatic stress. You know, people don't think that you know, transgender people don't exist. We do, you know. People don't think that the struggle is real and that, you know, gender dysphoria is not real, I don't know. But you need to look at some of our pictures, some of the pictures that we take that, show exactly where we're at. And you'll see that broken human, that brokenness and that pain, that we deal with. I mean, my first days on hormones, these are all these pictures. These are like, I'm sitting at the doctor's office, November 12th, 2013. I always say 11, 12, 13. That's when I had my hormones for the first time. And I was already happy, I was already excited, I was, this is the first night I took hormones. I was like, I'm changing. This is so awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, and then you think that your body's changing, that you're all of a sudden like some magic pill has just made you into something else. And, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't just take place all of a sudden. It takes time. It really does. It takes time. And, I just know that what I've done has been right for me. I can't speak for Maritza because I'm not Maritza. But as for me, I am so grateful that I'm not this person anymore. This person is miserable, confused, conflicted. Look at that face. Miserable. So we're not being what we're not. We're being our truth selves. Because if we were our true selves in being this other person, then we would definitely be happier. We would definitely be a lot more comfortable being who we were. This is messages that my ex would put on my wall. And, she would, just because I can do something doesn't mean I should do it. It was like, you are free to choose, but you're not free from the consequence of your choice. That was like, da da da. That's the warning. It's like, oh, there's Shadow. Hey, Shadow. So that's the warning that I was given. You can't do things and expect to do these things without consequence, because you're going to lose everything. And I knew it, but I couldn't deny the truth. You can't hold yourself back, or else you're going to implode from the inside. And that's something that I knew, that if I held it in, it was going to destroy me. I was not going to survive. I wasn't going to make it. And I don't want to throw the whole um, you know, suicide card out there. I really don't, you know, but, you know, that's my daughter. She's so sweet. Yeah. I haven't seen her since 2014. She's like super smart. She is a beautiful young woman, 19 years old now. Yeah. I miss her. I miss her in my life. I mean, she's a beautiful, beautiful young girl. I mean, beautiful woman now, right? Um, Kids, it's hard to lose them. Doesn't matter where you are in life. I mean, no one should have their children ripped away from them. That, you know, and I understand, I do. I understand why people feel the way that they do. But I would like to venture to say that I think that over time that people can, you know, yeah, she does. She looks like me. Um, she's the Hispanic girl that came. That, you know, she's the one Hispanic that I got. You know, this is one of my earliest pictures that I took um, back in the day. Um, I was still conflicted, but I was like trying to find myself, you know. This is 2012, I think. But yeah, it has been a road, a rocky road, um, and a crazy, crazy journey. I used to dress in all these hotels, and you know, I used to think that, you know, I was not going to be found out and everything. I was just gonna keep this a secret, but eventually I wasn't able to. Yeah, it does hurt every day. It does hurt every day because, I mean, when you have 5 people walking around this earth who have your DNA and you're responsible for them being here on this planet, that in and of itself is devastating for anybody, you know. Um, you know, my kids, someday, you know, someday. I think it's funny. Here, I was given, they had no idea. I was given like like a, like a, like the kids like packaged a gift for me. And I know it's sideways, but it's like, it's like Princess, right? It's like Beauty and the Beast. And I'm like smiling ear to ear because I'm like, yeah, if you only knew, right? If you only knew. But yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know. Oh, you guys, it's been a while. It's been a long time here. Been on. I hope that Maritza understands that I don't want to battle. I don't want to cause any more damage. You know, I know that she's going through a lot, and I know that I have been through a lot. So I just want to call a truce on everything. And, you know, I don't want to mention my ex-spouse in a negative light, you know. If I disagree fundamentally with where their show is going and stuff, and you know their program is something that incites, you know, discrimination against the LGBT, and I want to stand up for that, then that's a separate issue entirely. But on a personal level, I have no fight. I have no bones. I have no issue whatsoever to speak negatively of someone that I loved. You know, that is something that I'm going to put down. So, you know, I'm just gonna lay that down. I'm not gonna pick up a sword or, you know, fight or put up a shield. I mean, if they say something on their show about me and say, oh, a person who abandoned their 5 kids, who left their family, who walked away, who did this and that, you know, let it be said, and people can believe whatever they want to believe. But if they go to my life and they look me up as a human being, they will see that those things are not true. And I don't have to prove myself to these people. I don't have to prove myself to strangers. You know, I just live. And if they want to call me a man or whatever they want to say, you know, I'm just not going to make it about the offense. I'm not going to watch and, you know, throw back and say, you know, oh yeah, well, this is how you were, and that's what you did, and you know, I was this and you were that, and it's like, no, put the guns down. I'm not interested in a battle. If you want to kick me, kick me. I'm not going to fight back. You know, I'm not going to. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the effort, you know. So anyone that's watched you knows you aren't a fighter or an instigator or anything like that. This live stream was refreshing. Thanks. Much love. Yeah, I call it truce, like Max says. Max says, truce. Yes, absolutely. A truce. And a truce is not like temporarily because it's Maritz's birthday. And by the way, Maritza, happy birthday again. I know you're still celebrating. I hope you had a wonderful barbecue and your family and got to hug on your nephews and stuff, and your brother and sister and mom and dad and all that. I just, you know, I wish you all the best, right? Nothing but love. That's what we want, is to bring love to the forefront. You know, we want love to be demonstrated. We want love to be seen. We want love to be the thing that people remember. You know, I want Maritza to remember that I loved her, you know, and I appreciate the things that she's done for me, and I always will. So I'm not going to look into diabolical reasonings and, you know, other like secondary circumstances that, you know, maybe this is why they were this way. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to simply appreciate them helping me heal and move on from there. You know, move on. I'm glad that you're moving on and moving forward. There's no point in anger, frustration, and bitterness, and it serves no purpose. And it ages you. I don't want to age. I mean, I'm aging. Okay, I'm going to be 50 next year. I don't want to age, though, prematurely because of anger and bitterness and resentment and all that. I want to only usher in good things. I only want to usher in happy thoughts. I only want to usher in blessings for others. I only want to bring to pass beautiful, wonderful, happy things in life. I'm not going to stir the pot anymore. So if anyone's going to stir the pot, it's just going to be a one-sided stir because I'm not in it. I'm not in it. But that's what life is all about. It's about forgiving. It's about loving. It's about accepting. And it's about being a person of light. And it's about, using your life to make a difference in a positive way for other people. And that if anything is gained from your example, that it would only be something that would have helped somebody grow as an individual and to be able to love deeper and to be able to have the ability to become a better person. Yeah. Don't we all want to be better people? Don't we all want to love more? I don't agree with some of the portions in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 3 says, there's a time to love and a time to hate. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that there's ever a time to hate. I think it's always and only ever a time for love. So Nord says, exactly, it will age you. Focus on the positive. Focus on where you want to be in that life. The next chapter will be getting your SRS. Yes. I am so happy. I'm looking forward to that because I am literally intentionally creating a pathway to get there. I know how to do it. So I am super excited because I know that this is going to be a reality in my life. And this is going to be the final step in my transition. And then after that, maybe I'll do a little bit of hair transplanting or transplanting. No, a little bit of a hair transplant to kind of fill in, or I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I like wigs, so I guess whatever. But I just, I'm looking forward to the next step, the next chapter. And yeah, that next chapter will include SRS. This chapter this year, I did not expect it, but it included this, right? So the next chapter, I know how to get there. I'm going to make steps to make it happen. And this time next year, I'll be complete. I'll be done. I'll be done. And it'll be a wonderful moment because just like my friend Justice, everything will be right from top to bottom. And isn't that what we as women want? Just to be completely comfortable in our own skin. That's what we want. And that's what I will to the universe and to God, to be able to get done. So the next few days are going to be preparing for traveling out to visit my friend who is going to be having surgery on Tuesday morning, a revision to her original surgery that she had back in 1983. Yeah, so I'm not going to disclose where I'm going or anything like that, but maybe when we're there, I will disclose it. But I am going to visit with my wonderful and beautiful new friend, Justice Ashbringer. Justice and I have become wonderful friends. And through YouTube, we've been able to really connect and stuff. And I am so looking forward, Justice, to meeting you and hugging you and going to eat coffee, eat coffee? No, not eat coffee. Drink coffee with you, you know, and just shop, you know, go to the thrift store. I don't know. You know, we'll compare war stories and stuff. Justice is a beautiful, beautiful woman, and she has been a wonderful addition to my life. And I'm just so grateful for YouTube, you know, allowing us to connect, allowing us to make friends with people all around the world. I mean, isn't it crazy, you guys, that we can do that? That we can literally, like, I can talk to my friend Amy in New York City. We were on the phone for 5 hours yesterday. Yeah, eating coffee. No. And here's my French press. My friend Justice says she uses a French press, so great minds think alike, right? So we're going to just enjoy, you know, hanging out, having a good time. And then after that, I go back to Tacoma to help with my friend's rehabilitation and recovery so that she could get back to work and stuff. And I'm just gonna, you know, be helping her along and helping her get to the bathroom and cook for her and make whatever she needs and make her coffee and, you know, just love on her. She has this ragtime piano. It's super cool. It's like the old 1890s version of like the piano that, you know, you put like the rolls and stuff and then it plays automatically. And she has this piano that it not only plays automatically, but you have to like pump it and stuff with your feet. It's like a pedal and it moves around. So when you pump it, it starts playing and the roll starts going. Super cool. So I'm going to play with that thing all the time and let her listen to that. Oh, yeah. Lots of things coming up. My dating life will probably pick up in the next 2 months or so. And I am looking forward to getting back out and dating and meeting nice, compassionate, kind men. Yeah, I'll play her piano, exactly. But I'm not going to throw myself out there. I just, you know, meet people, be honest with them about who I am, point them to my Lynna's Life channel. They can watch it. They can see if they want to, you know, get in the mud with me and stuff and just, you know, and just live, you know, not be anything that I'm not, but just be who I am. So I don't even know how to say goodbye to you guys right now, but I know that I have to, you know, it's been 3.5 hours. Yeah, that's a long time. And I've had like up to like 40 people watching at one point, but unless Justice wants to come on, I don't know if she does. We haven't done a live stream together in a while. Unless Justice wants to come on and to talk about things, I'm going to call it an afternoon and maybe make some Mexican food or something. It's 4:30. 4:30? When did I start? Goodness gracious. So, what do you think, Miss Ashbringer? Okay, you'll come on the next show. Sounds good. Sounds good. I guess I'm going to be driving down on the 3rd because I don't want to get into traffic, you know, but I'll be driving down on the 3rd. And I'm so excited because I have plans. So I need to talk to certain people, but I'm going to get my SRS done in a year. Yep. I'm going to make plans. Anyway, bye everyone. Bye, Lynna. Stay beautiful. Yeah, it's nacho time for me. Thanks, Mac. And I would love to have you on the show as well. We could, we can all talk about, whatever it is you want to talk about, and compare stories and stuff, transition and the challenges and the things that we deal with and the struggles that we face and all that. So, Nord says, I love the shows with you and Justice. Well, I'm looking forward to doing more shows with Justice and love you. Wish we should have Mac on with us. Yeah, we can have more people than just us. I mean, we can have Mac on, got some good stuff coming up. Good stuff. All right, you guys. I love you very much. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for taking time out of your Sunday. And I wanted to wish Maritza Cummings a very happy birthday. I love you very much. And I want you to know that I will always treasure you in my heart. And I wish you all the best in your life and the decisions that you make and the things that you do to make yourself more complete and happy and to bring peace and joy to your life. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate that you came on to the show and you shared what you shared and stated what you stated. And I hope that someday we can have a friendship again, and remember the good times. Remember the Grand Canyon and, the Tetons and Bryce Canyon and going to the Keys. And, there's so many moments, so many wonderful moments, and the funny times and the serious times and the challenging times. But thank you, Maritza. Thank you. And this pretty much ends the episodes of me speaking bad about Maritza. I'm not going to do that. Even if she chooses to do so, I will not retaliate. So just let you know, that's where I stand. And I don't want anybody else to retaliate as well if you can help it. But if you do, it's your decision and I honor it, But my desire is that we would all love each other and that we would all get along, because life is too short. Life is too short to have enemies in it. Life is too short for that kind of thing. So everybody's dealing with something and we just need to be good humans, right? So I will see you guys on another Lynna's Life. Be good, be well. I love you very much and have a wonderful afternoon on this beautiful Sunday. All right. Bye.